Let me introduce you to the hammer drill. A hammer drill is just that. It's a type of pistol drill that, along with the turning function, actually adds a hammering function with it. Very similar makeup of this one. They all have a cord, has a handle, and a trigger. These triggers are a little bit larger than normal. When I do it, I usually use 2 fingers and wrap around it, and then I squeeze in easy. Instead of just using your finger on the tip, I actually wrap 2 fingers, and this is a variable speed trigger, so that the more I squeeze, the faster it goes up to a certain limit. This one has a forward and reverse. It's in the forward. You'll see an arrow here, an arrow in reverse. Flips up and down for forward and reverse. This one actually has 2 speeds. Has a first gear and a second gear, and you just rotate it either way. Make sure it's all the way rotated. You don't want it in between because it's got a gear. This is the housing, and the motor is up in this section right here. And you want to see, you can see a little set of fins in here that spin, and you want to make sure those stay cleared out. These hammer drills have a forward handle for your left hand because it's made for light masonry work, but it still takes a fair amount to make it turn. So, and along with this handle, it has a depth gauge right here. And this little gauge has got a release right here on top. Pull the release, and it slides in and out, and you set that for the depth of how deep a cut you want to make. So to adjust this handle, it's locked in place right now. What you have to do is loosen the screw and wiggle it forward just a little bit, because it's got a series of teats on it right there that hold this handle that lock into these little grooves and keep it from moving. Now this is designed, I've got it set up for a right-handed person, but you can take it and spin it and rotate it around the other side and use it left-handed and lock it in place. And as before, like most of our drills, it's got a chuck on the front, and the key for the chuck is at the base of the handle here. Now what makes this thing different is the hammering function. And right here on top, it's got 2 little icons. It's got a hammer here and a twist bit here. And the little indicator is focused off to the left, and that means it's in the hammer mode. If you want to switch over to a drill, you spin it over here to where it's facing toward the twist bit, and that's in a drill only mode. And that's your selector lever. That's a hammer drill.